Hey everyone, Samantha T. Bear, Green Status Presenter with Younique. Thank you so much for joining. Today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to cover dark circles, aka momby eyes, as I like to call it. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure many moms can relate that you guys get limited amount of sleep, correct? Raise your hand. Okay, I can't be alone. So this is my go-to product. I use it every day. I rely on it heavily, and it's our concealer, okay? It's super, super concentrated. Very, very little is needed. You will know if you use too much. And I've already gone ahead and applied my Liquid Touch foundation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my blending bud. I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray, or just you can run it under the water, as long as it's damp. You don't wanna use a dry blending bud, okay? And then what I normally do is I take a little bit of my concealer. I'm going to use the color Scarlet here with my ring finger, and I create a V, okay? You never want to apply concealer directly under your eye. You want to make it into a V and really highlight, just like that, okay? I like to use a very, very light color because I like to highlight with it as well, but that's a whole nother topic. And just, I like my eyes to appear a lot brighter than the rest of my face. It just makes me look less tired. So like I said, now that my blending bud is wet, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just dab and blend it out. Now the key when choosing the color of your concealer, I guess it just depends what you want to use your concealer for. Today we're doing dark circles. So I would recommend going 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation color when you're choosing your concealer, just to really brighten things up. Okay, if you're using concealer to cover blemishes all over the face, then I would recommend sticking to the same color as your foundation. So today I used Velour as my foundation color, and I used Scarlet, which is the lightest color, for my concealer, and you can totally tell. Okay, I want to brighten things up, and with that said, I'm not just going to leave it like this. I'm going to add a little bit of pressed powder just to tone it down a bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, and you want to try and blend as best as possible by dabbing rather than pulling on your skin. Okay, this way you can avoid the flakiness. Okay, so just see how my eyes appear way brighter than they were before. Thanks to caffeine and my concealer, I don't have to feel like I'm looking dead all the time, okay? So very, very simple. Then what I do is I just take a little bit of pressed powder in the same color as my foundation with a powder puff brush. Okay, and I literally just dab it on. Now what this is doing, it's mattifying everything, setting everything into place, and giving additional coverage. So you see what it did to that concealer right there? It just toned it down a little bit, kind of blended it in with the rest of my foundation. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, all while still adding a little bit of coverage and not looking like I have a lot of makeup on. Super quick and easy, great way to brighten up your eyes if you guys suffer from dark circles. Okay, so I use the Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer, okay, under my eyes in the color Scarlet. If you guys need help color matching or choosing a color for your concealer, by all means let me know and we will get you properly color matched. Okay, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Take care.